Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher Circus, and today I am playing with a suggested team. And as you might be able to see, we have Plague Doctor yet again making an appearance today, and we're playing against someone which I imagine is playing the, the stress only what do you call it, the stress only challenge, and they're also trying the trinketless challenge at the same time. This is someone that is veteran rank, and I wonder if they have managed to climb up to veteran just with this team. I just thought of it, like, what if you make a challenge trinketless and you know, also no abilities apart from just pure stress? What if you do a challenge like that to get the Darkest One? Would that be possible? Would you like to see me do it in a live stream or in like an edited video? Well, let me know, and let's move on to an actual match. Alright, here we go for a match number 2. This time it's gonna be against someone playing with the basic, the best level 1 beginner team in the Butcher Circus. I made a video on this a very long time ago, and it's a very nice team, but it looks like my opponent has more than just the starter trinkets. Still bringing Insignia of rank on the men-at-arms though, even though it's literally worse than the Eerie Eye if you do not have a melee move. Speaking of, I should have brought Insignia of rank because I do have a melee move. I have Rampart. I was very silly to run Eerie Eye today. I suppose it could still be useful, but it won't be useful this match. So there's a little bit of extra dodge here, so I'm gonna start off with a command buff, and let's explain the team that I'm actually playing today. Well, I have almost carbon copied the suggestion from the comments. I only did one change, which was the men-at-arms. He had bolster instead of the command, and honestly a team with no accuracy buffs with a man-at-arms in there, it's just begging to bring commands. So since I'm probably going to be spamming command at Bellows, I don't think I have time for bolster anyway, so whatever. And it's going to be a slam with the occultist. That's quite annoying, but we have a lot of HP on this boy. He has a max HP of 43, which is just a brutal amount. So if you get a crit heal with reconstruction on yourself or something, you're gonna regen like a crit heal Solemnity Flash. Now I'm a bit worried in this situation because I don't actually know too well what to do, but I think I have to move forward here. This team doesn't really work too well together because what it's trying to do is to use the Arbalest suppressing fire to apply plus stress taken on the enemy backline, then use Stygian Embrace on the Plague Doctor, and then use the Blinding Gas with both the Acrid Vial and the Carnival Mask to do absolutely outrageous amounts of stress. And that's most likely going to be the thumbnail, of course, just outrageous amounts of stress. There is a bolster here, so it's going to be a bit more difficult to do that, but it should still be very much doable, especially with that Monkey Spine there. Stunning blow already. If this was just any regular cultist, he would be essentially really close to dying right now. Just one Zealous and he would be at this door, but since it isn't, well, it's a lot better. 40 stress, but it misses, of course. Did I not drop a command buff? Oh, jeez, I did. Oh, that's so annoying. I didn't even go first. Yeah, this is kind of the problem, is that Acrid Vial just feels like weak sauce. It's just lacking something. It only has 20 stress dealt, which is the same as Carnival Mask and a few other trinkets. But if you try to compare it to something with Regis Cloak, like, oh, that's super useful, 10 accuracy. Just 10 accuracy, 20 stress dealt is way better than the Carnival Mask. And it also gives you horror duration. Meanwhile, the freaking Plague Doctor doesn't get any accuracy, and well, she does get move chance and debuff skill chance, which is pretty nice. The stress is still the same, and with just the Carnival Mask with a 95 accuracy base on the Blinding Ass, it's just really sad. I have made a rework for her, which I think maybe I overlooked something quite important, but I think most of what I reworked made her honestly a really nice character, and I was like, oh man, I want to play this character so much. That's really what made me think that. Oh, the only thing that might have been a bit too OP was making the Disorienting Blast hit position 1, because then the Lepers would have a really bad time, especially against the character that would probably be meta-defining by then. So, you know, maybe don't do that, but everything else, make the Plague Doctor stronger. I'm not sure what I did with the Disorienting Blast, but I think I literally just gave it 5 accuracy. I am not sure, but I mean, not the Disorienting Blast, I mean the Blinding Gas. I'm pretty sure I just gave it 5 accuracy. I made a joke about giving it double stun back. I even made like the custom icons. God, those were the days. The days where the Butcher Circus literally wasn't working for like 10 days. If you remember that little event. Yeah, the circus has gone quite a long way, and so has this match, but really not in my favor so far. I can tell you that much. Hopefully the blinding gas does... well, that should be enough stress, right? Oh, 46, if it hits. Yeah, 46 stress. It do be quite a bit. I'm gonna cause heart attacks very soon, I imagine. And there goes the abusive man-at-arms. That could actually be very clutchy if we try stunning someone else. The biggest problem is that, you know, how do I deal with these two guys? I guess the Disorienting Blast is gonna have to do it somehow. But okay, the Occultist is down to 0. I really hope he survives a Distort check because he does have Bloodstained Gambeson. And then after that I'm gonna try to go Weird Reconstruction. Hopefully heal all 43 of my HP. It's gonna be a Zealous. I survive, but it is a crit. So I'm gonna be afflicted right now. I'm wondering if I should go Stygian Embrace for my final action. Unironically go Stygian Embrace. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's see, Rational, do you even let me do anything? I am the Black Beast. Perish in flame. And 41 stress, that's quite a bit, but it's really, really not what I wanted. A self-heal there would have been fine, would have been sufficient, Occultist. And now you're not gone, but just 30 stress from the Helm's Harry. Doesn't even have a Crimson Hook, by the way. Oh jeez, I could try to heal with the Arbalist. Oh, I want to drop Suppressing Fire so much, but you can't get a kill, my man. You cannot get a kill. I'm gonna drop a Bellow first because I don't want to waste like 40 stress on that doggy. So let's drop a Bellow here. He can't get a kill, so after the Bellow we drop a heal. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. After the Bellow we drop a heal, and then after the heal we drop another of our, what do you call them? Not Plague Grenades. Disorienting Blast? Blast Gas? Disorienting Gas? What the hell's the ability called? Blinding Gas, that's right. What is it called in the base game? Is it Blinding Gas? Is it... I don't know, it's not Stunning Gas. Like, I know that makes sense, but it's... I really doubt it's called Stunning Gas. Yeah, I don't know. I know that Plague Doctor is super OP in the base game, but honestly, I didn't play characters like her. I played Vestal backlines. You will not save him, he is mine by right. Yeah, thank you, Occultist, very cool. And I guess in that case, well, you're just dead. But that leaves this open. Did I just fail a 90? Yeah, I did. I did just fail a 90, even with my weight bolus. I didn't even mention all the trinkets, but that Bloodstained Gambeson, it's got a lot of value, not gonna lie. Like, it's not gonna save me whatsoever, like, very far from it. Even if I try healing here, of course, there's just a Zealous, and there's no way it doesn't do 3 damage, but, you know, it was still pretty decent, I must say. It was still pretty decent. How much stress did I do to the Man-at-Arms? Oh, well, enough to cause a heart attack, okay. It didn't show me, it didn't let me see how much it was because the act out. One more of those, and the Man-at-Arms has a heart attack. Hopefully I can make the doggy have one right after. Hopefully Abusive doesn't do anything bad. Yeah, I was hoping, like, Selfish or something would pass, and then no lick wounds or whatever. That would be very good, but... that's gonna be rough. Well, I'm gonna just go ahead and drop Blinding Gas here, get rid of a character. Nothing wrong with it. Still minus 20 accuracy there on the doggy. Yeah, this is with minus accuracy debuffs. Oh, thank you, Plague Doctor. The first act out. Yeah, this is with minus accuracy debuffs, and my opponents hit a surprising amount. I completely forgot this thing does minus accuracy, honestly. I mean, yeah, I didn't bring Bolster for the dodge, but this was against a stress matchup. If it was a damage matchup, that wouldn't make a difference. And plus, I really need the command buffs. I still missed like 2 of my blinding gases on this very, not very dodgy Handmaster. All he has is a monkey's paw. Okay, that's one kill, but I mean, let's be honest here. Is there any way I beat a Crusader and the Abomination? Oh, there's no freaking way. If that's a crit, I'm just... Yeah. Yeah, that's enough. That's too many crits from this dog. Yeah, he's been getting crits like every single round. But all three of their characters have crits. Like, how am I supposed to win this? But well, GG's to move on, and let's move on to a match number 3 and hopefully make this team actually work now. Alright, and here we go for a match number 3, this time against Dralnu, and a Vestal with a Silver Syringe, so that's fine, and with a Rancid Cure Roll. This is a very old setup. People used to bring this every now and then when they didn't know what to bring with the Vestal, because the Vestal wasn't always a stun bot. People didn't really have the Tome of Fury, so they didn't associate her with kind of like being this really cool stunner. They just brought her for the heals because, our base game has heals, so, let's bring heals as well. They're probably good in the Butcher Circus. But heals work a little bit differently here. If all you can do is heal, then you might still be a good character, but you need to do a little bit more than that. Look at the best healers, look at Crusader. He does a hell of a lot more than healing, but his healing is still amazing. Look at Flashlight, he does a hell of a lot more than healing, but his healing is brutal. Look at the Arbalist, she does a hell of a lot more than healing, but her heal is also really freaking good. So that's kind of how you have to go. If you have a character that's just dedicated to pure healing, well, DOT is probably still going to counter it, one-shots still exist, and overall things will not be the absolute best for you. But you get a Suppressing Fire crit, which is really freaking cool. That means we apply the debuff with a guaranteed chance, so I will take that. So you know the drill. I go for the Suppressing Fire, I go for the Stygian Embrace, and then I drop the Blinding Gas. This time my opponent has a very subpar team. It's very similar to the previous one, but I imagine it's being played quite differently, and with quite a different RNG as well, mind you. I think that's kind of an important thing here. Thankfully, Illumination doesn't actually work in Position 4. I knew that, obviously, I was just showing you guys. But yeah, Illumination doesn't work from Position 4, and I will be able to just spam my Binding Gas easily. Now, one problem with using the Fool's Idol is that even for the Stygian Embrace, I get a permanent minus 10% death blow resistance, but let's be honest, if I'm getting the Plague Doctor down to this source, she's probably not going to survive very long either way, so who cares? Repulse doesn't work against the Blinding Gas. How much stress is this? 60! 60 stress, only with one debuff. Well, let's try to do some more. It's going to be difficult to do more, but yeah, 50-50, I take it. That's 100 stress with one move. Is that a lot? Yeah, it's quite a bit, but you have to notice that it's only pure stress. It's position reliant. It doesn't really spread the stress around, which is usually what you want. You either want to focus one character down, like with Panic Darts, or you really want to spread it around. And I'm not really doing either of those with Blinding Gas, which is kind of the problem. Sure, you don't get hit by Repulse, but, if I try to compare this with a Hound's Harry, for example, with the Crimson Hook, even without crits, I'm doing 60 stress, and that's with no Stygian Embrace, no debuff on there. So this ability really needs some love. It really does need some love, because it might do a decent amount of stress, but comparatively, the doggy without any crits is still doing 60 stress total, and I mean, sure, this is 100, which is a hell of a lot more, but it can crit. The Houndsary can crit. If you get a lot of crits, you're probably gonna get it up to like 80. Pretty much guaranteed to get it up to 80, honestly, because you get one crit, that's 10 stress, and then +5/+5, so that's already 20. Yes, math. I think another Stygian Embrace might be in order, but first let's drop a Bellow here. Don't really need to drop any more command buffs. They don't have that much dodge this time around, and that's going to be an affliction already. I mean, that's 2 afflictions by round 2. It does have some merit to it. Getting 2 afflictions by round 2, like halfway through round 2 as well, is really freaking cool. But yeah, I'm still very skeptical of this team idea. I'm not sure if it is the absolute best. It's definitely not the absolute best, but is it fun is the question, and I'm liking it so far. Kind of sucks that, you know, if my opponent had pulls, then my entire strategy would go down the drain. Well, what can you do about it? Sadly here, I do not get to play the Butcher Circus, which is the WD experience, but I'm not playing against WD, I'm playing against a very weird backline here, the Abomination and the Vessel together. It would be very nice to have a pull here. I do have a pull. Shep, you do have a pull. Why are you not using it? There's a Vessel in position 4 and the Abomination in position 3. Excuse me. I tend to tunnel vision a little bit, I'll be honest. If I have a game plan, and it's not a game plan I'm very familiar with, I tend to just kind of go hardcore into it, just try and make it work, and completely miss the much better play, which would be to pull the Vessel. Will I pull the Vessel though? Am I still gonna do that, or am I just gonna drop another Stygian Embrace, another Suppressing Fire, and then try to get even more stress in to my enemies? Yeah, probably the latter. Most probably. Look at the amount of stress the frontliners have taken though. This is like, the backliners like yelling and screaming in agony from, you know, being sent, having gas sent their way. I mean, gas can be kind of bad, I think. Yeah, I thought that was like dust sent their way, but no, it's not. It's not pocket sand. It's not antiquarian here. That just sends pocket sand. So I'm gonna do the exact same strategy. It's gonna be yet another Stygian Embrace. I still have 2 of them, and then it's gonna be Blinding Gas. Hopefully Stygian Embrace, Blinding Gas, and then Stygian Embrace for extra stress, so that's like an extra 100, and also another Suppressing Fire here for even more stress, and hopefully just make that work. Oh, that's actually really helpful, thank you. That lets me spread the stress around a little bit, so I will very much take it. Before that happens, I'm just gonna reduce damage even a bit more, just a tiny little touch more with our men-at-arms here. My team has taken essentially 0. How is this even possible? Have the debuffs really been that effective? I imagine they have. Like, my team looks basically pristine right now. Honestly, the most amount of damage that's been caused to my team is the minus 10% death blow res there. I feel like that's the most threatening thing that's happened so far, which is absolutely hilarious. Crit heal for 12. Wow. How does that work? So if you have the Stygian Embrace, so you either heal for 1 or for 2, and oh, that's fine, accuracy. Either heal for 1 or for 2, so I rolled a 2, I got the plus 4 HP healed, so it rolled for 6, and then with the crit, it doubled to 12, which is definitely nice. I will not complain about it whatsoever. Imagine getting that in an actual time where you are in dire need of a heal and then you just roll a 12. That's really freaking cool. How much stress do I do? 50 and 44. Not bad, not bad. There is a bolster as well. This is with bolster. If I weren't playing against bolster, I could do way more stress than what I am here, but I'm not gonna get another Suppressing Fire, but I will get another Stygian Embrace. Even if you push me, I will still get another Stygian Embrace off here. I'll be in position 3, and I'll be perfectly fine to use it. What? What? What is the meaning of this? Why do you move back? Am I supposed to pass now? I mean, this is a pass. This is literally a pass, so I will pass as well. Because I respect my opponent's decision here. That is based. That is really freaking based. You click your Abomination, and you voluntarily move him to position 4. In hopes that Abusive moves you forward the next round, right? Maybe... Oh no! The Illumination! I just realized! They did that so they could use Illumination. Oh, that's so annoying, but it doesn't even matter. I can just use Stitched Embrace again. I could have just guarded and their entire strategy would have been useless. But I completely forgot that your Illumination now would work. Yeah, once again, just tunnel vision to the absolute extreme, but it doesn't even matter, because I can just apply the stealth again and still use it, right? Inspiring Cry, it's 25 stress, like, that's genuinely not making a difference. Look at this. Blinding Ass, yeah, no, it's not enough. Did I really miss the Man-at-Arms? Seriously? How much dodge does he have? He has 15 dodge, yeah, just 99 accuracy. It's really not enough. Even the Crusader has more with the base stunning bow. He has 100, and I get 99 on this. Nah, it's just unfair. Just unfair. A character that's supposed to be like this, you know, not magical artillery, but not a magical sniper either, but this lady in the back that just sends fumes and blasts of poison and vile stuff everywhere, and she's supposed to hurl it pretty accurately, I think, but, you know, who am I to say? I could get the thingy, the fun thingy happen to me again with Illumination, so before that happens, let me just go ahead and drop the final Blinding Gas here that will signal that Abomination's demise. And yeah, he's completely gone. Extra stress, the Vestal is having a heart attack here as well. And now is when I get to test results, because this was literally perfect. This match could not have gone any better. I'm playing against a team that did not use its disruption, had essentially no disruption, kept doing subpar moves, let me just have all the fun I wanted in the world to destroy their backline, and it's round 5, and their team doesn't really look that hurt. Like, it is hurt, it is definitely hurt, but is it that hurt? Is my question. If you want to compare this against something like Chef Stress, then if in these conditions, Chef Stress would have essentially demolished the entire enemy team by now. If you want to compare this against any other Stress team, honestly, unless it's a really slow one, like Immortal Musketeer or something of the likes, it would have demolished the entire enemy team by now, even though they have heals, because, yeah, you know, like, 25 stress heal isn't gonna cut it, and the heals aren't really gonna do anything. You're just gonna stack this or recovery debuffs, and, you know, you're gonna take even more stress after that, so that's definitely not going to work. But still, I think it was a fun experiment. It was definitely a fun experiment. Is there any world where this is viable, though? That's the question, and I just don't see it. I just do not see it, because there's things that are weird, but that work, like Stab Occultist. It's definitely weird, and it's definitely not the best way to play, but it does have some merit to it. Your stabs will hurt quite a lot in some situations, and that can actually make the difference, right? And you also have other very cool abilities that Mark teams usually don't have. But this is just straight up worse, and that's really not what you're looking for. Just straight up worse. I'm gonna go for the Disorienting Blast here, and hey, onto position 2 with a Daze as well, so even if you do somehow miraculously survive this, this round, you won't be able to heal yourself until the end of round 7, so goes for the Inspiring Cry, says no. Inspiring Cry instead of the heal here, that's definitely one of the decisions in the Butcher's Circus, but there is no justice, so I suppose it doesn't really work out too well for you. It's gonna be the Zealous Accusation. I think I could just take the confirmed kill. Yeah, I'll just take the confirmed kill. Let's get that Vestal out of here. I've had it up to here with that Vestal, you know? And now it's just an irrational Man-at-Arms with 80 prot that I have to deal with, but honestly, yeah, my opponent doesn't stand too much of a chance anymore, so let's skip all the way to the end. Okay, I'm not all the way to the end though, but I do have to show something here. This Man-at-Arms has minus 60% damage, minus 20 and minus 10 from Irrational, so he's down to minus 90% damage against 20 prot. Yeah, he hits for 0 with the repulse. I just had to see it, The Crusader went Vigorous, somehow he stress healed himself 2 rounds ago, and somehow got the 15% virtue chance. Which means that he goes vigorous, which means that he's probably going to heal himself, which means that I'm going to have to endure quite a bit more torture than I would have to otherwise, but you know, at this point my opponent's just doing the good old, I hope that your opponent has an IRL heart attack and, you know, forfeits the match because of too many passes. I failed Valdivos, Jesus. Let's just... Yeah, there it is, there's a stress heal. Will it make a difference though? No, it won't. You should surrender in this situation. I know you want to see it out, but there is absolutely no way you win this, no matter how vigorous your Crusader is. I really don't believe that is a possibility here. I'm gonna go with the weakening curse, and yeah, I just have too many stress moves. Even if you heal for 5, I will incision or bully you down to 0 and then just kill you right after. I can even rampart if I want to do that extra little bit of damage. So very shortly this Crusader will not live, but if you didn't know, Vigorous gives you 10% dodge. Yeah, literally 10% of your base dodge, I think, or is it your current dodge when you get it, or is... I don't really know, but it gives you 10%, which in this Crusader amounts to 2 dodge, so he got an extra 2 dodge because of Vigorous, which is, you know, cool, I guess. It also gives you plus 40% damage while going first, which is why even with minus 60, he's still doing decent amounts of damage, which you really shouldn't be. But, you know, Vigorous is really a very good virtue to get. Honestly, it's not even near as broken as... it's not even near as broken as Courageous. Courageous is still way worse. I find it just absolutely unfun to play against. But, you know, I guess I just had to do a Courageous rant today, but no, you won't, Crusader. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Hope y'all enjoyed today's wacky idea, and definitely let me know if you have any other hot ones. There's a few ones that I've been meaning to do as well, but anyway, feel free to suggest some more, and I will see you again another time. Cheers.